Cheers to Monday, retail trading team. It's the best day of the week, and this is your routine briefing. So we're gonna hop right into the warm up. Not really much going on, um, so we'll just go through the great neutrality that is today, and you can just see it on the warm up here. Starting with the inventory, obviously it's neutral, balanced, nothing really going on there. First 30 open auction, and the TPO itself is also neutral, so kind of expecting one of those nothing days. And that's really what we've been seeing for the most part for a while now. And yeah, there's not really anything to harp on. I'm not going to waste your time talking about it. We're still waiting for something, anything to happen. Lots of stuff going on the geopolitical and macro front, as I'm sure you are all well aware. And we're just not seeing anything really show up in the market. The big movement continues to be in that overnight session, and then we just kind of open and chop around during the day here. So just waiting to see what happens. If I had to guess, I'd say we're probably gonna get some type of relief rally, just because that old saying, you never want to short a dull market. And I will short it if the signals pop up. Yet you're just seeing, for today at least, not too much activities going on. So if you want to check out this warm-up, it's in the description of this video, as always, and same with all the other resources. I agree with you, Mr. Ernie, in the chat, that we're probably just kind of waiting on Powell, the great puppet master himself, to come out on Wednesday, probably say nothing, but that's what the callus is going to be. So we will see what happens until then. If we have any type of movement or fake outs on today or Tuesday, we will be ready, and we will hopefully make some money off it. So just if you want to look at the key levels for today, my opinion, that's going to be these highlighted levels, under levels there. And yeah, that's just kind of what I'm looking at. Really basic. That's just overnight high, overnight low, prior day high, prior day low, opening range, 15-minute opening range high, and 15-minute opening range low. Again, we're not seeing anything too significant in the tape. I think we just finally hit that overnight high. Let's take a peek. Not quite, so we'll see what happens when we hit that overnight high, if they trap it or push us a little bit higher. And yeah, we'll go from there. Like I said, and like Ernie said, really, it's all eyes are on Wednesday, and that's when we're really going to see the next big move, likely. Hello, Mr. Dale. Thank you for joining the chat. Good to see you here as well. So moving on from the warm-up, we're going to pop right into just the general outlook of things. Again, everything depends on Wednesday and what Mr. Powell says, but I guess we can look at the levels, just kind of dictate some assumptions until then. So let me fix this up real nice for you. All right. Really, the key things to watch continue to be that kind of SMA stack from about 4,000 to 4020. So you got the SMA stack there. The trend line's also pretty near there. You can see these are the primary trend lines. I am going to start showing this on a SPY chart, just because, as we talked about Friday, the SPY seems to be a little more accurate, because it takes into account things that futures do not when you have the rollovers and stuff like that. So I'm going to use a SPY chart. I tried to get that going this morning. Anybody who was here at first saw that I started having TPO data issues, so I will fix that up. That will be my fun task for today, and we'll get that going for you. But until then, just kind of watching the SMA stack if we do have any type of move, and obviously those key MGI levels, prior day high, overnight high, and the same levels on the downside if we do get that sell-off. So I'm going to move to our TPO chart, which again, you're going to see lots of singles, lots of uncertainty still showing up on here. No surprise, once again, all eyes are on Powell. No matter what happens in terms of geopolitical news, I think that is kind of all the market cares about these days. And so we're just watching these levels carefully. So if you look at that warm-up document, you see that 4010 level up there. is going to be just that prior day high. But again, I'm looking at the SMA stack. I think that the trend lines are important, and as we kind of go toward that 4,000 level itself, you can see you got one single and one naked POC there to potentially offer some resistance. So we just did pop that overnight high. We'll see what happens as it develops. You can see price action is developing nicely as we go here, and now we can actually watch this single as the day progresses. So that single is going to be a good reference point. If they do start to rally it, look for that double distribution to start to develop here where we build out time and volume above that single and where that single becomes a pivot. And if we don't, and if we pop back down, which is likely given what is so far a neutral look to that TPO, watch for support there. And if that fails, then we probably fall back in and move toward the center of that neutral distribution. So we'll see what happens. We are at that overnight high, being wary of that overnight high trap, and just kind of moving to volatility from here. Expand this. I saw some chat activity. Dale, thank you for organizing the lovely fan club, and I appreciate everybody's attention. All good points, Dale. All great points, in fact. As we kind of hang out at this, where's the price action? Let me look at this little chart here. As we kind of hang out above the overnight high here, you're not seeing that speed and aggression away. So, as stated in the beginning here, I think we're going to see a little bit of a relief rally. Again, nothing special, waiting for Powell. And you can see in volatility here, we're really actually selling off nicely. So, you saw that pop. I guess this pop was overnight. I haven't even looked at volatility chart today, but yeah, you saw a really decent pop. Got that triple top look. I used to not believe in triple tops, but then I looked up statistics, and apparently they're actually pretty darn reliable. So we'll see how that holds. You got that triple top action going there. We're kind of out of this channel. This was that old channel. I'm going to just kind of remove these lines. They're just worthless. We're definitely trading in that horizontal type look for volatility. So we'll see what happens here. Just kind of watching these key levels. So I'm just going to draw a couple other horizontals while we're hanging out here. And this is the VXJ contract, by the way. I know there's a bunch of rollovers going on, and so this is the J contract. And so yeah, really it's going to be a wide range to kind of match and reflect the trappy tape. Again, until Powell will probably trade between this 2340 area, maybe as low as that 2240 area, and maybe as high as 2860 as we wait to see what happens on Wednesday. So nothing huge on the volatility front. And again, it's really all about the price action and just kind of hanging out and seeing what happens. So, yep, I agree. Thoughts about overnight high trap. Let's take a look at the execution chart here, Mr. Dale. And see if we have any speed and aggression, if I can find it. Not yet. So I'm just kind of hanging out. I got a long that triggered when we filled that double top. I did get stopped out in that first double top there, so we'll see how this long goes. For me, that overnight high trap look is going to be just a close below that horizontal. As you know, Dale, I like that 10-minute chart, so I'll look for a close, a red candle close, and then that lower low will be kind of the sign of an overnight high trap. I also am hoping for really, I'm going to get rid of this. I just drew this horizontal just kind of for my own market awareness, but really what the main one is going to be that 4010. Ernie said 4009.25 if you want to be specific. So maybe when they get the trap here would be really nice if we expand the range a little bit and pop up to that 4010 area. Again, that SMA stack, and then we get the a fake break at the prior day high would just be beautiful. That'd be kind of a perfect trade. If we get that, that'd be a nice short too. So overnight high trap is going to be here. Watch for that candle close. Again, I use a 10-minute. So some people use a 15-minute. I think you can go as low as 5-minute. And if you want to get really boisterous, maybe even go as low as a 3-minute. So we'll be watching those levels. And then besides that, I think we just have to hang out, mind the warm up here, which implies one of those. Let me see here if I can pull it up. Stand by. There we go. we want to, I think, mind the super neutral and choppy implication of the warm-up. It really doesn't get more uncertain than this in terms of that first hour analysis. You got that tight IBR. Once again, just completely neutral, balanced overnight inventory. Nobody's super excited to do anything. And then that open auction and neutral TPO. So hanging out, we'll take what comes to us, but not expecting too much craziness. Just mind all those levels, mind the volatility levels, and I think everything will work out great. So besides that, I'm going to go to the lovely plugs. I will not be on Twitch today. I do have other commitments, so after this, I'm going to get the video up, get the newsletter out, and then we're going to reconvene tomorrow. I will be periodically checking the Twitter, so if you want to hit me up at Routine Trader with your thoughts, I'd love to engage with you there. And then subscribers can obviously respond to any newsletter, and I'll respond to that as well. So, and comment section of this video is always a great spot too. So finally, if you did enjoy today's content, please give it a like. Helps with the YouTube algorithm. My girlfriend has been liking the videos to help with the algorithm, even though she doesn't watch them. So it'd be really great if anybody else wants to do the same. And besides that, thanks for watching, and stay classy until we talk again.